Hey friends, it's my YouTube anniversary, and for this special occasion, I wanted to recap some moments over my 10 years as a K-pop YouTuber and a dedicated K-pop fan, highlighting things that I still think about over this past decade. Thank you all so much for the support over the years. It truly is an honor to make videos for you all and to be able to have made a difference in someone's day. I'll try my best to keep going here, and so please hit that like and subscribe button for me, and be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DareToBe. Thanks again, and let's get started with this list. The first one on this list is the misheard lyrics to Miss A's Hush. I mean, once I saw that people misheard the lyrics as babysitter party, I really haven't been able to unhear it, if you know what I mean. Moving on, let's discuss K-pop in standard definition. Lord, do you know how we K-pop fans had to consume our content back in the day? Y'all bitching about it not being in 4K with 60 frames per second, while our asses 10 years ago had to deal with 240p. Next one is the K-pop boys dressed as girls thing. When I first got into K-pop, this almost seemed like common practice. I mean, it was a little jarring at first to the Western eye, including myself. But now, looking back, it was entertaining and showed that K-pop could have fun and not worry about stupid shit. K-pop these days takes itself so seriously, and sometimes I wish it can lighten up again. Next one on this list is the relay dances. I love this video series Mnet does with the new groups. It's so fun to watch, and every time I see it, I so wish this was around back in the Gen 2 era. I would have loved to have seen Infinite and SHINee nail it, and then Super Junior messing around. Can they backlog this, please? EXO's Debut Showcase. I was miraculously won the raffle from SM and was number 51 in the SMS tech selection to go to EXO Showcase back in 2012. I was the second row in the center to see their debut and witness the premiere of Mama. Truly unforgettable. So that scandalous wind. So back in 2014, I was doing my thesis research and was conducting surveys to the K-pop fans attending Inkigayo that day. I made a new friend that day who happened to work for SBS, and he got me into the live show that day. In the audience, I witnessed one of the biggest rivals ever. Girls' Generation, 2NE1, and 4Minute were all up to win the coveted music show win that day. It was mostly thought that it was either going to be SNSD or 2NE1, but to the shock of many, 4Minute won that day. The tension in that audience was high, and man, did I wish I had some tea and popcorn that day. Those fans I surveyed earlier were pissed. Nana's scream. I mean, legend says that this scream brought us 6 more weeks of winter. Move over, global warming. Moving on, TVXQ and their PowerPoint. The music video for TVXQ's How Can I is a PowerPoint at best. I still cannot believe SM thought to release that. The comments section is actually now filled with people commenting about how I commented on K-pop Corn's low-budget K-pop music videos with that statement and how I brought them there. You're welcome, but let's now forget that, please. B.A.P and Badass Perfect. So, as fans pretty much know, B.A.P stands for Best Absolute Perfect. I'll never forget someone commenting on my best live performances for B.A.P, saying it stood for Badass Perfect. One commenter was so angry, replying to them,
"How dare they say that they were bad and that B.A.P works very hard and are the best."
I found it really cute. One K-pop moment that I still think about is the Black Ocean for Henry. I went to Super Junior Super Show for opening concert back in 2011 of November in Seoul, and while there, I witnessed ELF's Black Ocean Henry. Still annoys me just thinking about it. Rude. One video I still think about is the top 20 longest notes by K-pop stars video that I did in 2015. My most viewed video I ever made, but before I was forced to delete it, I had garnered more than 2 million views and a handful of reactions to it. It was such a flawed video, but I was happy to see how people loved it. Due to copyright reasons, I am unable to replicate that video again, but it definitely was one I wish I could have done so much better. But, you know, I'm glad that it got the attention that it did, so I never would have thought, because it ended up actually just being a video that was a fan request, and not knowing that it would blow up like that. You know, wow. I would need more of those again. Girls' Generation's Run Devil Run teaser. I'm still disappointed that we never got this song from the teaser. Justice for this song! TVXQ and Touching Themselves. So back when I was doing forums in my early days as a K-pop fan, I was on a BoA forum talking about TVXQ. When I mentioned to another BoA fan that I liked songs like Purple Line, the fan came back to me to tell me that they were traumatized to hear a guy wanting to touch himself. He went on to say he was done trying out K-pop boy bands. My bad. The mishearing of lyrics in SF9's Now or Never. I think I went a good 2 weeks thinking SF9 said the word jealous in Now or Never until I looked up the lyrics and realized they were singing in Korean. Whoops. So, when I attended the K-pop Seoul Dream concert in 2014, EXO was the second to last act and Girls' Generation was the very last act of the night. I'll never forget seeing all the EXO-Ls get up during the introduction of Girls' Generation and exit the stadium during their first song. I swear, it had to have been half the stadium too. I mean, show some respect. Did anyone ever tell you that you're supposed to respect your elders? Ugh. Rock sounds and K-pop. Can we have more rock elements in K-pop, please? That's all. Back in September 2012, I attended the Incheon Festival that had many K-pop acts performing. They batched the artists by seniority and kept the senior groups to the last part of the show, such as 4 Minute and BoA. Another was Supernova, and when they were introduced, the stadium crowd was completely silent. I really felt bad for them. The next one I still think about is SHINee sticking their heads under Girls' Generation's legs. I remember back when I made the original SHINee Best Live Dance performances and showing this performance. Shawwalls angrily commented on my video expressing hate towards Girls' Generation for allowing SHINee to stick their heads underneath the girls, in between their legs. They thought it was incredibly inappropriate and basically slut-shamed them. Double standards much? Lord, you thought this was bad? 10 years later, this is so tame. These days, I have to repent my sins every Sunday because y'all have given me some serious pregnancy scares. Another one that I still think about is the deleting of 400 videos off of this channel. As some of you know, this YouTube channel used to be very different, filled with various K-pop compilations. After YouTube came down on me for reused content and took away my monetization, I was forced to delete 400 videos off of this channel, and I ended up losing 30 million views. It damaged my channel so much that I would have been well over 100,000 subscribers at this point by now, had I not been forced to do that. I mean, that change definitely really got to showcase the transition that I really wanted to go into and be more me. But, you know, I would have loved to have still had that history. So it's such a catch-22 that it's unfortunate, but I don't know. I hope to still pull through, you know? Here we go. The last one I want to discuss today is not going to SHINee's Shiny World 5 in Dallas. SHINee being one of my ultimate K-pop groups, I've seen them quite a bit through SM Town concerts and one-off shows, but I have actually never seen a full-length concert of theirs. I wanted to go see them in Dallas back in 2017, but since it was a weekday, I would have had to take the day off from work and drive to Dallas and stay the night. My friend and I didn't want to do it because of the inconvenience, but given to what has happened in 2017 in regards to SHINee, it has become one of my biggest K-pop regrets. Please, if you see an opportunity, seize it, because it might not happen again. Hey everyone, that's it for today, folks. Let me know what you think of this video, and if you'd like me to do another one later on down the road. I appreciate all your support these last 10 years. It means so much to me. Here's to more. Please be sure to hit those subscribe and like buttons for me. And while you're here, check out many more of my videos, and see you next time.